Hello everyone, I'm Molshri and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please check out my other videos and hit the subscribe button. Today let's talk about a creation of social media called cancel culture. So all those wondering what is cancel culture? Well, it can be described as when an individual is publicly shamed or his work is boycotted and basically has to leave his public platform because of sharing some unpopular views or displaying any questionable behavior. Cancel culture has become so widespread. In fact, Macquarie's dictionary in 2019 called cancel culture the word of the year. Now the problem is that you can be cancelled even if you have not done something illegal, but which can be considered as morally wrong. Now, barring few things, I think we all can agree that when it comes to morality, it is a little muddled ground. Now, cancel culture has had a significant impact on our cultural landscape, and we saw that with the Me Too movement. People found solace and solidarity and shared their story on social media. It soon created a public uproar, and people like Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby, amongst a lot of others, were finally cancelled. And for good, we also saw Shane Gillis being fired from Saturday Night Live for racist jokes. In India, after the unfortunate demise of Sushant Singh Rajput, Kangana came out stating her opinion on the situation, saying that the toxic culture which exists in Bollywood, nepotism, sabotaging people who do not belong to certain clans, was a major contributor to the unfortunate incident. The existence of nepotism and it creating issues was always a grapevine which everyone was kind of aware of. And when this emotional incident was linked to this grapevine, it was a recipe for disaster. The hashtag of justice for Sushant Singh Rajput was followed by some really nasty comments towards a lot of people. Prime example being Karan Johar. Now, while some people were questioning him and just suggesting how they would not want to watch his movies, there were others who wanted him to just stop making movies. While some commented on his sexuality and others just wanted him to have a similar fate as Sushant Singh Rajput. People were emotional and they reacted. And due to this public outrage, we saw Karan Johar resign from the Mami board. And we also saw clips of people saying some really disrespectful and ignorant comments about Sushant Singh Rajput, like Alia Bhatt and Sonam Kapoor. And for this, they also faced some major backlash. They lost a lot of followers. And at this point, I'm not really surprised that this public outrage will have impact on Sadak 2, which was recently released. And these are just a few out of many other examples of people being cancelled. We also saw how Tati Westbrook came out making a video about James Charles. Now, apart from stating that she was upset because James Charles promoted a competing brand, she made some serious allegations. And sure enough, we saw James Charles losing a lot of subscribers and facing a major public outlash. Till he came back and made a video clarifying that the allegations against him were not true. And then we saw people siding with James Charles and cancelling Tati Westbrook instead. Now, you can see how something which is actually illegal and could be proven so, to some allegations and questionable behavior, all led to cancelling of people. So for starters, cancel culture is not just trying to cancel a product or a TV show or a movie, but cancelling a person who in most cases is not just shamed but ostracized. Most of these people are not really given a second chance to redeem themselves. Now imagine if some mistake you have made is highlighted in the public and lives on the internet forever. So while cancel culture started with probably good intentions of holding public figures accountable and might have done some good in that regard, it slowly moved into the territory of being toxic. Now, one of the major aspects of cancel culture are fandoms or huge fan base or a small fan base but which is very, very vocal, and most importantly, which is loyal to fault. So often such celebrities will not really be cancelled even for more serious transgressions of speech and thought. And alternatively, anyone they want to target can be cancelled for the smallest of things. Another aspect is people who are suddenly woke and believe in virtue signaling. So they think that they have a moral high ground and everybody needs to be politically correct.
How you guys doing?
Guys, there are women in the audience as well.
Right?
Thank you. Get them,
Okay,
sis.
guys, women, okay.
What about the transgender?
Y'all too, everybody.
Y'all and everybody are not the correct pronouns to address someone. Exactly.
Now, such people are often first ones to assume a malicious intent behind every statement and that a person is guilty unless proven innocent, while they themselves are making statements like, go kill yourself. Because hey, a lot of these people might have done a lot of mistakes, but nobody really uses it against them and makes them give up their livelihood. Now, I've heard a lot of people insinuate that the society is becoming more intolerant, but I don't believe that is entirely true. A lot of problems from our past don't really apply that severely today. So why do we see so much negativity and intolerance? Well, because earlier people might have their opinions, discuss it amongst themselves and move on with their lives. But today you can tweet your criticisms and opinions right at the people. And there'll be a lot of people getting involved, partly to fuel and partly to pacify the situation. However great or problematic your belief is, there is a high chance you will find a lot of people having similar beliefs. So there are online groups of people sharing just one-sided propaganda day in, day out. And thus slowly people are losing their objectivity while their beliefs are strengthening and they are not really that open for discussion. Because we all know if someone questions a strong belief of yours, it leads to a knee-jerk reaction and retaliation. And this has made it very difficult to have nuanced discussions on certain sensitive topics. An example of it can be J.K. Rowling, who made comments on transgender women. A lot of people instantly reacted, calling her bigoted and transphobic. And not just transgenders, but a lot of the trans allies. There were very few who came back with science and other societal issues to counter what J.K. Rowling was saying and thus have a discussion before just dismissing her. So in a way, the crux of cancel culture is people reacting instead of responding. Now, there are a lot of interviews from years ago which are really candid and just refreshing.
He just slapped the journalist. I would have killed him if I was in his place. Because you can't write something about an actor and sort of damage his relationships at home and stuff like that. And things which are not true. And if he slapped him, I'm always with him. And if he needs me to break their bones, I'll do.
And also problematic because people were not scared of judgment and they would just speak their mind. While today a lot of public opinion seems rehearsed and vetted by your PR team or the legal team instead of just honest, truthful opinions. And yet people are bringing out videos from years ago and cancelling people so as to not acknowledge that a mistake made in your past may not really reflect who you are today. Because let's be real, people do change for good. Now, I'm not saying people who repeatedly display problematic behavior should not face any repercussions for it. But if there's nothing to point out similar tendencies in a person even today, I don't really think it is fair to cancel someone for their past mistakes. Also, let's acknowledge that not everybody knows everything. Today, an Indian may not entirely understand or appreciate the US history, and there's a possibility someone might be using some word or some stereotype which is just very unnecessary. But at the end of the day, they are just ignorant and not really racist. Let's not completely take away the aspect of benefit of doubt and cancel someone for even their current mistakes. So while public figures should definitely be held accountable, any opportunity to learn and change themselves should not be prematurely taken away from them, so that there's more scope for discussion and objectivity rather than mob mentality. Because you never know how this cancel culture may soon cancel you one day. A lot of people react to allegations and accusations instantly. They're more driven by the emotions rather than rationalizing the situation or investigating further. And soon we see a public outrage against the alleged perpetrator. And unfortunately, a lot of these companies, brands, institutions, for the purpose of damage control, land up delivering really harsh and disproportionate punishments instead of encouraging an environment of reform, even though they eventually might just be found innocent. Now, while on one hand, people should be responsible to not really say anything which they know will elicit a strong response, and on the other hand, people should be a little more tolerant of such extreme views. And instead of reacting, try to respond. There's more maturity and understanding that in life, people do make mistakes and they do deserve a second chance. I feel like one of the best ways to conclude this discussion is to quote Mr. Phoenix as he was receiving his Best Actors Award for Joker. He said, "I've been a scoundrel in my life. I've been selfish and ungrateful. But so many of you in this room have given me a second chance. And I think that's when we are at our best, when we support each other. Not when we cancel each other for our past mistakes, but when we help each other to grow, when we guide each other towards redemption. That is the best of humanity. So while the cancel culture might be well intentioned, it often tends to be misguided, and which costs an individual very heavily. Now, what are your thoughts on cancel culture? Please let me know in the comment section or on any of my other social media. I will get back to you soon and hope you have an amazing week. Bye.